Hello everybody. Just got the PC back up and running, ready to play some more games. Thought I'd start with some Minecraft. I did lose all my other worlds. That sucks. But I wanted to try something out. Hardcore, but on an amplified world. How about that, huh? I'm not going to change any other settings except for hardcore and amplified. We're going to jump right in and see how it goes. I've been wanting to play more... Oh, that was a terrible noise. I've been wanting to play more Java Minecraft, and I figured this is a good way to do it. Not only will it be an interesting challenge, but it being hardcore will also, I feel like, get me better at the game quicker. I say that like I've never played Minecraft. I played Minecraft for damn near half my life, but I've still never gotten super used to PC controls. And of course, I am playing as Balls Dick Shartney of the Boogles. Gotta love it. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing like the whole Ender Dragon thing. I might if this ends up going somewhere. But yeah, this is probably first attempt as well. I doubt this will be the world, but it'll be fun to see where it takes us, I guess. And as per usual, start with a tree, as you do in every Minecraft world. I wonder if there's anyone out there who doesn't start with trees. Like, it's just not even on their mind to go punch a tree. Because that is always the first thing I do. I feel like that's for most people, though. Y'all ever notice there's like a little PP in the break texture? Y'all ever see that? See that little thing right there? They had to have noticed that. They knew what they were doing. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll do the first night or so for the first episode, and then see how it goes from there. Edit it up, get it out, type stuff. I know thousands of people have done their own like Minecraft Let's Play and even Minecraft Hardcore Let's Plays, but I wanted to make mine ever so slightly more interesting by doing it on Amplified, because that's a lot more risk. Like, if I want to get up there on Hardcore, good God, I'm decent enough at the game. I've been playing for a while, but as far as like parkour and mountain scaling, we'll have to see how that goes, I guess. So we got some wood. It's probably about time to start getting coal and stuff like that. It's probably the better idea. People usually make, or not usually, but I've seen a lot of people make like a whole set of wooden stuff. I just make a pick and get cobble and just move on instantly. But the better question is, even though I didn't ask a question, is should I do the whole keep the wooden pickaxe thing just in case? Because I've always wanted to do that, but I end up like breaking it or losing it. So maybe we'll try to keep this one for as long as I can. Set up shop somewhere and make an item frame. I've also considered maybe doing a like checklist series, like the one Queso did. If that's more his thing, though, I'll leave it to him. But if it's a normal challenge a lot of people do, then maybe I'll give it a shot. Just try not to steal the man's game over here. Funnily enough, it was actually Queso that, made me want to start doing this again, because I used to make videos a lot, actually, a long time ago. Would range anywhere from, like, sketches me and my friends would make, to gaming content, to, whatever else, songs, and, the gaming content was never really where I wanted it to be, because I never knew how to record the screen and like capture audio at the same time and all that, and I kind of just didn't have the money or resources, so any of my gaming content was just no commentary, just clips, unless it was like back in the old days when you would set up a little camera towards your screen and do it that way. But I stopped doing that, and I would also do like a bunch of Rockstar editor videos, which were really fun. I used to have like a whole bunch of different series on there with different characters that I made up, and it was basically damn near silent films because there was no dialogue and you just kind of had to interpret the story through the actions and the locations, and it was kind of fun to tell a story with no dialogue. Like, it wasn't a choice. I was limited to that because I didn't know how to do voiceover and all that, but it was more of a challenge. Like, how do you convey emotions through characters whose faces like you can't animate and they aren't talking? How do you tell a whole story just through shots and movement and locations and things like that? And it was really fun. And I had a lot of those up for a long time, but I privated most of the stuff on that channel just because, number one, none of it was very good, and number two, a lot of it was extremely embarrassing. Just very poor quality, you know, cringy stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I privated them, so I didn't delete them. So maybe I'll do one of those videos where I like go back and look at the old stuff and feel terrible about myself, you know, because that could make for a good video. And there's drowns already. Damn! Why are they so tough? Oh, they're faster in water too, aren't they? Little bastards. Okay, come here. Come here? Oh, you don't care now. Yeah. Yeah. Monster Hunter. Day 1. What an achievement. I always feel so bad doing this. It's just helpless little fish trying to mind their own business, and I'm just whacking them to death. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the play should be here. Should I, like, stay on top of one of the mountains? Or just keep exploring and see if I can find, like, a nice valley to live in or something? I should start getting coal, too. That's a big one there. I think I'm also going to try to not really play on this world unless I'm recording. So anything that happens is kind of between us, you know? Because I don't really mind when those people like do those videos where they're like, oh, I did a little mining off camera. As long as it's, you know, legit and you're not just cheating in like stacks of diamonds and whatever. I don't mind this stuff off camera, but I feel like the whole point of this series should be that all of it's documented, you know? And maybe I'll put out like little mini episodes between things and whatever. I really don't know. I haven't done like a long form series in years. And even when I did, it wasn't really like that. It was just kind of upload them whenever, you know. Yeah, I don't know. This is both familiar and new to me in a lot of different ways, so I'm feeling it out. It's looking like I should probably make a boat, though. Because I do want to scale the mountains and stuff eventually, but I feel like for the start, probably hold off on all that for now. And just up myself on resources and everything else I might need. I could start getting trees for charcoal too. That could be something I do. Yeah, I don't know. I just picked those right back up. Should probably cook this fish soon too. Also, there's probably not going to be a lot of meadows for like animals and stuff, right? Because it's, I mean, I know they spawn on more than just flat ground, but at the same time, it'll probably make it a little tougher for them, I would imagine. Speaking of, well, at least there's sheep. I'm going to go ahead and get stuff for a bed. And have they fixed that thing to where, like, if you kill all the animals in one area, they just never spawn there again? Because I have never liked that mechanic. Let's make some more wood. Did I? Yeah, I do have a crafting table. I'm stupid. Make a bed. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so much more used to a controller, but it's honestly not too hard to get used to. Sleep before everything starts spawning in, because that would suck. Night 1, attempt 1, people. Here we go. I mean, I don't really super need chickens, so I'll go ahead and steal these guys. Steal their flesh. See, something like that could be cool. Once I can, like, put down torches and stuff. Which I guess that's something else I should start working on, is getting charcoal for torches, because I'm gonna need to make a base sooner or later. I don't want to be too much of a nomad on this world. I want to have like a home base and somewhere where I can... Okay, well that's not very kind of you, game. I don't remember what I was saying. So we're just gonna try to survive. Fight or flight, baby, fight or flight. Don't think the creeper's coming yet, so that's great. It's getting a little hard to see. Okay, I think that's it for that deposit. I guess we can go a little upwards, right? Probably make those chickens real quick, actually. Look at that. Cow Mountain. I could stay somewhere like here. It doesn't have a very good view, though. Oh, you come out of crouching when you're in your inventory? That's strange. I never realized that. Okay, go ahead and pick this up since it's right here and easy. We'll just drop. I love video game physics. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get some more fish while I'm down here. So sweep attack doesn't work on fish then, does it? I mean, it's underwater, it makes sense, but would be nice if it worked like that. It's so amazing, man. I think that's the one thing I'll never get tired of with this game. Just the exploration. Like, there's things you do a million times if you play a game for long enough, you know? And as an example with Minecraft, how many trees have you punched down? How many times have you beaten the dragon? How many, crafting tables have you made? There's certain things you've done a million times. You know how to do it. But the one thing that's always different is the world itself. Every single time you hop in, it's something new and unexpected, and it's exciting for that reason. And I love that. I love that there's so much to explore, literal infinite possibilities. And I will never get tired of that with this game. Where the nearest village is, where, all these just different kinds of things. It's fascinating to me that it generates this way, and it looks the way it does. It's simple, but it's beautiful. These landscapes that you become tied to that no one else has ever seen before. Sure, they have mountains like that, but they'll never have the mountains that you do. And it's funny because I was thinking the other day about the every copy of Mario 64 is personalized. In a way, every copy of Minecraft is personalized because no one will ever have the same seed that you do. No one will ever walk through the same exact valley that you do in your world. That's awesome. I love exploration, man. And speaking of exploration, looks like we have a little structure here. This looks like one of those underwater, like, abandoned houses, but it's up on shore. I'm not sure how common that is. I never really see these on land. It's either a bug or just... They happen like this sometimes. I really don't know. What was that? Oh, the like sand blowing. I forgot that it does that now. Guess I'll take the chest too. I don't really need that though. More exploration. Look at that, man. It's beautiful. There's always something to come back to for this game, you know? The whole 2-week phase thing is so true. I've done it I don't know how many times, but I come back and there's always a similar magic. That music kicks in, you know? Just, man. Even the new music, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. A lot of people hate on Lena's music, and they're C418 purists, but not me, man. I love it. I think it matches the new Minecraft vibe well, you know? Because OG Minecraft was a lot more minimal. There wasn't as much to do, especially in the days before the Ender Dragon fight and everything. It was just kind of a little sandbox and very simple music. And as the game's gotten more complicated and more fantasy driven and more magical in a way, the music has followed. And I don't know if that was an intentional choice from Lena, but she nailed it. There's like little fantasy elements now with like the way the flutes go and the changes of the chords. It's so lovely. And speaking of Minecraft purists, it's just people complaining about how different the game is now. I'll never get on with that. How can you? I mean, back in the day when we had less than half of the shit we have now, like, we knew the game was going to be constantly updated. You didn't think it was going to be different one day? That's what used to excite me, honestly. It's like, oh, we have this in Minecraft now. Imagine what it's going to look like 5 years from now. And now it's more than that, and it's a lot different. And it's what I've always waited for, and it's really cool. And that doesn't mean I love everything they do with every update, but, you know, it's free updates to a game that's what, 30 bucks? Going on for as long as it has now. I think it's amazing. I really do. I think this game is a cultural feat, and I will never not love it. See, I messed that up. Here I am trying to be profound when I see these valleys and ridges, and I still don't know how to place a damn portal. I guess I might as well make bread. Oops. See, still messing up. I'm getting too in my head, man. I might as well make bread from this so I have a little more something to eat. Iron. I don't want that nugget. Little things like that I'm not too worried about keeping. And these tools. Also the lodestone. I don't really need any of that. Or that's what that is, right? Yeah, lodestone. I don't really need any of that right now. But I will probably make a boat. I think that could be useful right now, at least. Boat. Whee! There's a pumpkin. I don't really need pumpkins, though. Man. And then a beautiful sunset behind me. Look at that. As I venture off into the sea. Now, this is either going to lead to another beautiful island such as this, or be endless miles of ocean. Both of which I guess we'll deal with when they come. And I'll jump ahead to whenever I find what I'm looking for, which I don't know what that is yet, but we'll see. I'll see you then. So we have stumbled across a little... Oh, no, there is more land. Okay. I'll go ahead and stop here for now. Just to skip today. It's not looking too good, though. As far as base locations, it's been a little so-so. I can be very picky when it comes to where I build my bases. It has to have that right feel, you know? I'm all down for, like, in the side of a mountain bases, but, you know, if it's a long-term world, I like to pick somewhere I'll be happy. And who knows, we may have just stumbled upon it. Probably not, though. Little bits of terrain like this remind me of, like, OG Minecraft, like, Pocket Edition. Especially how it looks like the world drops off. Like, do you guys remember in Pocket Edition, way back in the day, there used to just be, like, world borders? And it would just drop off. Man, I miss Pocket Edition. The way it used to be. Not to be all, you know, the old stuff is always better, but there was something about it. There's the minimalism, and it didn't even have all the tools in creative mode yet, and it was just the limited versions of Minecraft. I feel like lend themselves to more imagination because you have to just make it work, and I love that. And I remember, shipwreck. I remember the first time me and my cousin figured out how to do multiplayer because we both thought it was Herobrine. We both had the Steve skin, which I think was the only thing you could do back then. But we were both Steve, and he happened to accidentally join my world. And we saw each other across this valley, and we were like, "Oh my God, it's Herobrine!" And like as we got closer, we realized like, "Oh, it's you!" And finally figured out how to do multiplayer, and spent so many hours on that after that. Now I really don't know where the chest is here. Is it back up in here? Am I crazy? Or don't some of them just not have a chest? I guess this could be one of those. Well, I don't see anything. I probably didn't super need whatever was in there anyway. See, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking a little more. This is more of an ideal base spot for me. Oh, I've never liked the chicken footsteps, man. They just ugh. Now I know most of this episode has just been walking around, and I apologize, but like I said, I'm picky about my base locations, man. Always have been, always will be. Oh! See, that's the kind of stuff I gotta not do. Ooh, little hole. I always love a little hole. You know what's funny is honestly, especially with videos like this with long pauses, my least favorite part about making videos is having to go back and watch my whole video again to edit it. I've never liked doing that. Like, man, I just want this cut up and put out. But I also don't think I'd ever like to have an editor. Maybe, you know, one day if things took off and I didn't have the time, but as far as right now, I like doing it myself. I like having my own personal touch, and every little bit of the video feels like me, you know. Hello? Bad idea to explore this? Oh. Hi. Are you mean right now? Just in case, I'm gonna... Or shit. Yeah, just in case. Nope. I'm at least smart enough to know that that's not the best idea right now. I'm sure it would be totally fine if I went in and did something, but let's play it safe. Let's save the action for the next episode or two, whenever I get to it. There's really not much here, honestly. I probably should have just stayed where I was. I'm not seeing much difference in biome or anything either. Drop the boat. Hold on. Dude, if there's bees somewhere around here, honestly, this could work. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Temporary little spot here? What are we thinking? Ooh, hold on. We may just... Oh, bees? Bees? We may just be in business. Oh my god. Fellas. I think we found our home. Look at this. This is beautiful. Clear out some trees. Terraform a little bit. Whoa. That's new. Who was that? Anyway. Yeah, honestly, this might... Yeah, the bees are right here. Okay, cool. So I can start a farm down here. Ooh. Okay. Yep. I think we have found the spot. Time to get some charcoal going. Probably put the bed back down soon, too. See, my biggest concern with this being an amplified world is honestly... just building and getting around, which I feel like is obvious, but man, especially if I want to start doing builds like up in the mountains and stuff, I'm so nervous about that. I actually have my is that a spruce biome over there? I think it is. I have my sneak set to toggle because I don't trust myself to hold it. That has failed me several times. And I know what many of you are probably thinking when you hear that, which is just, hey man, get good, which I agree. But, you know, can a guy complain for a little while? So hell yeah, there's that. Let's Let's clear out some of this dirt, make a better spot. Give myself a little more room. You guys know those TikToks where it's just like someone running around doing like a parkour level in Minecraft while they read like a Reddit story? But it's usually just AI and like thrown together really shittily with like filters and way too much overlay text. What if we did something like that, but it was just me? And we, you know, took in some questions and things like that, and you know, advice time or something like that, so I can have something to actually do and say while I'm sitting here, you know, not mindlessly just playing Minecraft. Like, have a little more zhuzh to it, you know. That's always been one of my dreams with doing YouTube and stuff, is like the audience interaction. I've been a huge fan of Jax Films' Yai series for so many years, because it's just so cool having your fans interact and seeing what their senses of humor are, and just I love stuff like that. But for now, I think we should just start making some charcoal, right? Use the birch for that. I also, well, yeah, let's make a campfire as well. Might as well. Let's just start making the fish and whatnots. But yeah, I think this is honestly as good of a place to stop as any, at least for now, for episode 1. Hasn't gone too bad. Haven't had any close calls. I say that now. But yeah, moon's rising, sunset's going down over the hills. I guess we'll pick it up soon after this. Thank you everyone who decided to stop by and chill for a little bit with some Minecraft. Hope you're all doing well. I hope to make this an actual series and keep entertaining those around me. So appreciate you for stopping by. I will catch you in the next one, fellers. See ya. I did the YouTuber thing.